Guys, today we will learn what is meant by cystic fibrosis. So the word cystic is derived from a Latin word cyst, and this word 18 centuries ago is derived from a Greek word custard. So here we are not interested in it. Come to the topic. So cyst. Cyst meaning a small pouch or a sac that once containing fluid in it. Okay, and the cyst word is also used for urinary bladder or gallbladder. You heard about cystitis, so this is actually inflammation of or the infection of urinary bladder. Okay, but the cyst word is not specifically used for urinary bladder. The cyst word is used to indicate that there is a small pouch which may be located in an organ or tissue that containing fluid, and this fluid consistency may be up to some extent hard or maybe up to some extent is soft. Okay, I hope it makes sense. So fibrosis is derived from a Latin word. So we break them into parts of so fibra is derived from a Latin word fibra, which meaning fiber or filament, and osis is mostly used as suffix, and osis meaning there is increased production of something or something that are in diseased process, which may be a tissue in the disease process, which may be an organ in their disease process. Okay, so Osis word is also indicate necrosis. So the necrosis that is occurring in the tissue or diseased process occurring in the tissue, or any kind of component that is present in tissue, their concentration is increased. I hope it makes sense. So fibrosis is actually the extracellular matrix or the fibroblast or collagen and glycoprotein increase their concentration outside the cell. This is the normal cell and this is the cell with cystic fibrosis. Here you can see there is exocrine gland. This is actually the mucus gland and their function is to secrete mucus. This is the ciliary cell and the cilia parent on them, and this cilia help to sweep the mucus, and then they prevent the internal lining of the different organ from different kind of infection or foreign particles. Okay, so cystic fibrosis is actually the genetic disease. So the genes that encode the CFTR is stand for cystic fibrosis conductance transporter. Okay, so when this gene become mutated, then the net result is that the protein that is formed through this gene become disrupted, become unfolded, or may be absent in the cell membrane. Okay, and the function of CFTR is to regulate the concentration of chloride in inside and outside the cell, and they also influence the function of ENaC channel. Okay, ENaC stand for epithelial sodium channel. This is actually the regulator of the sodium concentration inside and outside the cell. So the CFTR function is different in sweat gland than that of the GIT and respiratory system. So in sweat gland, this is the cell, and in sweat gland there is the extracellular matrix. Okay, and this is the intracellular matrix. So the this CFTR channel is helped to move chloride inside the cell. This is the influx, and here is the ENaC channel, and this ENaC channel is influenced by the activity of CFTR channel. Okay, once the chloride move inside the cell, then they also influence the ENaC channel, and then the sodium is also influxed. So this is the in normal situation, but in cystic fibrosis the function of CFTR is lost. So chloride is remain outside the cell. Okay, similarly this is not influenced by the so ENaC is not influenced by the CFTR channel, so sodium is also remain outside. Okay, so the net result is that the sweat is produced. They are much more salty than that of normal situation. Okay, I hope it makes sense. But in respiratory system or in the GIT, the chloride, this is the cell, and this is the CFTR channel, and this is the ENaC channel. But in normal situation, the chloride is move outside the cell, okay, and the here is sodium normally present, and this sodium is moved inside the cell. So this is the influx. So when the sodium move inside, then the water is also moved. So the normal outside that the lumen is bent and the concentration of the lumen is maintained. There is balance between inside and outside movement of ion. But in cystic fibrosis, the function of the chloride is lost. The net result is sodium is moved inside the cell, and also water is moved. When the water is moved inside the cell, then the water concentration in the mucus is decreased, okay. So the water concentration mucus is decreased, so mucus become hard or become thick, and this is very difficult to sweep by the cilia. And so the foreign particle that is we inhale or we engulf, and the bacteria we inhale or engulf, then they stick into the onto the mucus, and the result is that the infection or the various kind of respiratory or the GIT diseases also occur secondary to the cystic fibrosis. So so what is cystic fibrosis? I hope you can understand now. So this is the cystic fibrosis is a disorder of epithelial ion transport. Epithelial ion transport is actually the CFTR, okay. This is actually present on the epithelial cell, okay, present in the cell membrane of epithelial cell. So affect the fluid secretion, okay, because the sodium and chloride regulate also regulate the concentration of the water, okay, in exocrine gland and epithelial lining of respiratory, GNT, and reproductive tract. If you have any query, then you will ask me. Thank you.